Hey people, it's Niall Stokey. Now this is from Daily Mail. Robot lawyer takes its first court case. Hearing next month will see the defendant get advice from artificial intelligence using a smartphone app. A court hearing in February is set to make history when the defendant is advised by artificial intelligence. The technology stems from the company Do Not Pay, founded in 2015 by a then Stanford University freshman that was initially developed to appeal pocket tickets. The world's first robot lawyer will run on the defendant's smartphone, listen to commentary, provide his clients with instructions on what to say in arguments. Joshua Browder initially created the robot to appeal pocket tickets in the UK when he first launched the technology, but has since expanded it to the US. However, this technology was designed in a chat format where the robot would proceed with questions to learn the details of your case, such as were you or someone you know driving, or was it hard to understand the parking signs? After it analyzes your answers, the robot decides if you qualify for an appeal. If yes, it will generate an appeal letter that can be brought to the courts. A similar format will be used in the February court case, but will listen to conversations between the prosecutor and defendant to advise its clients on what to say next. The AI, however, was trained on factual statements to minimize legal liability, Browder told New Scientist. He also tweaked the audio tool not to react to statements instantly, instead letting the offense finish their discussion, analyze comments, and then present a solution. It's all about language, and that's what lawyers charge hundreds or thousands of dollars an hour to do, Browder said, who believes this technology will one day replace lawyers. There'll still be a lot of good lawyers out there who may be arguing the European Court of Human Rights, but a lot of lawyers are just charging way too much money to copy and paste documents, and I think they will definitely be replaced, and they should be replaced. Do Not Pay's website shows its technology can be used for things other than a robot: fight corporations, beat bureaucracy, find hidden money, and sue anyone. The robot has learned laws about cancel and delayed flights and payment protection insurance. Do Not Pay also offers consumer and workplace rights advice to people in the US and the UK, including harassment at work or misleading claims in adverts, and will connect users to outside help such as pro bono legal representation for more serious cases. China has been the first to use artificial intelligence in the courtroom. Last July, it was revealed the nation is using the technology to improve its court system by recommending laws, drafting documents, and alerting perceived human errors in rulings. Judges must now consult the AI on every case by law, Beijing Supreme Court said in an update on the system published this week. And if they go against this recommendation, they must submit a written explanation for why. The AI has also been connected to police databases in China's Orwellian social credit system, handing it the power to punish people by automatically putting a thief's property up for sale online. Well, that's a bit draconian. I mean, surely that should at least be ruled through by a human before it's done. China is developing a smart court system since at least 2016, when Chief Justice Qiang Zhu called for technology to improve the fairness, efficiency, and credibility of the judicial system. That has meant introducing robot receptionists to courthouses to offer online legal help, automatic voice recognition recorders in courtrooms that eliminate the need for transcribing, and virtual courtrooms where cases can be heard online. China has even introduced a highly specialized internet court that deals solely with cases related to the virtual world, such as online loans, domain name disputes, and copyright issues. So, for my Diwani Black American subscribers, this is potentially some benefits. Many black people are railroaded because they can't get adequate legal representation because it either costs much or for whatever reason. I mean, this could be good. So if the police just try and stop you and say, you got a broken taillight and now we're going to stop and search, and they haven't given proper Miranda, they've used coercion to get a search, you can then ask these questions via the app, and then, oh wait, the police's coercive tactics and abuse of the law is exposed, and it destroys all credibility of the police to frame said black person in the court. I mean, I've had many criticisms of these AI systems, but this one so far, this AI chatbot that you can get on your phone, it seems to have no downsides so far. And it could really help increase justice and increase efficiency. There may be less Khalif Browders, people waiting months, if not years in jail, simply waiting to go to court. And it can have all other effects. So I've talked to all my Diwani Black American subscribers about the need to have side hustles, different ways of income. Now, for those of you trained as a lawyer, it's going to be obvious from what they just said, a lot of routine work that made the basis of working as a lawyer will just go out the window. That can be done by an app. And they even said court receptionists will be gone. And we'll even have to think about how the infrastructure of courts will change. There may never be a need for people to physically turn up in court. For most small cases that aren't that serious, it could just be done via web link, and they can just work it out there. And for serious cases, like criminal cases where people are going to go to jail, they can just remand that person in jail, do the webcam from there to the judge's office, and work it out from there. If they're found innocent, they just leave, and if they're found guilty, they just stay there. And so things like courthouses will no longer be needed, and all the staff that work in them will no longer be needed. And the vast bureaucracies that keep the justice system working will no longer be needed. So huge amounts of data entry, paper pushing and stuff like that could just be done. On the face of it, this could be a win for Diwani and Black Americans, being able to not be railroaded by the justice system and having access to legal help. But like Deng Xiaoping? I don't know. I can't remember the name of that Chinese bureaucrat, but he said on the French Revolution, if it was successful, it's too early to tell. It's way too early to tell if this is successful. But I say to people, there could be an opportunity. Imagine investing in these AI systems and reaping the benefits, like the way NAS invested in the Ring system and then it got bought by Amazon. So it's something to look into. And by the way, this does not qualify as investment advice. Please always do your research and never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Anyway, peace.